So Devin just reminded us that you and Ryan have been reminding him about the 500,000 that's to be on the line for the NBA Cup. How often are you guys having that conversation with the other players?
Yeah, we just talked about it earlier a couple times, but we just want to win, and that's definitely an added incentive. So why not go for it? You know.
Is there anything as far as when you first heard that number before that, were you like, oh, like that? And your initial thought, okay, I'd like to have that, or was that?
That's a lot of money right there. And it's not really going to change my lifestyle or anything, but it's definitely a good. It sounds good, so.
Also, with Nurk out for a week, I know you probably don't change your approach very much, but what are some things you're focused on in the short term, knowing that the minutes are going to be there?
Yeah, like I say every time, just trying to stay ready. Things are going to happen, guys are going to be out, and I have to be ready to play. I think Nurk brings a lot of physicality, and he's an elite rebounder, so obviously keeping that at the front of my mind, but yeah, just staying ready.
I wanted to ask you about your fake dribble handoff, when you can kind of sense the guy sagging off and you take it yourself. When did you kind of first start to develop that skill and learn how to read those situations where you can be aggressive?
Yeah, in college we had a lot of great shooters on our team, especially Cam Jones. I'd always be playing two-man game with him, and defenses respect guys like that so much, so it opens the lanes for me. And I mean, on this team, it's even more with these elite scorers. So just mixing that in every now and then to keep the defense honest and not let them double team KD and Book and Brad. So yeah, just mixing it in.
So if you talk more with Coach Bud on this opportunity that you do have now with Nurk being out, and kind of what is going to be more expected from you now during this time?
I think just continuing to do what I'm doing, just playing hard. I know my role, keep it simple. Play defense, compete, give max effort. I'm going to make mistakes, but just to play hard is the number one thing, compete. That's what me and Ryan's jobs are on this team, and to bring that energy and excitement every night. So we'll just keep trying to do that.
With bringing that youthful energy, that's something that Book has talked about too. Do you and Ryan talk about that, of just like, hey, we got to be, creating those energy plays and just bringing that every night?
Yeah, we definitely have conversations about it, but I think more than anything, it's just who we are, just naturally, even off the court. Just we're super blessed to be here, and we appreciate that we're here. And I think that when you have that appreciation and gratefulness, it allows you to be in the moment and bring positive energy. So we have nothing to complain about. We're in the NBA. We're playing on a really good team right now, and we're super grateful.
Also, what's the best piece of advice you've gotten so far in your rookie season?
Best piece of advice? I think just to stay ready, take care of your body. It'd be a shame if an opportunity came available and you're not ready because you're not in shape or you're banged up or whatever. So I think I had a couple games where I got DNPs early on in the season, and I really made sure that I was working even harder on the court. So just making sure that you're ready so that when you do get an opportunity, I can go show Coach Bud that I'm ready to play. And if I don't play for 3-5 games, whatever it is, I'm going to be ready when he gives me the opportunity.
I was going to ask something similar to that. You're 20 games into this what's the hardest transition, the hardest adjustment off the court as far as adapting to the NBA lifestyle?
I think there's a lot more free time, so just finding ways to fill your cup outside of basketball is important. I just like to stay connected with my friends and family. That's what fills my cup. So I think making sure that you're fresh so that when you come in this gym, you're not tired, you're not dreading being here. Because it is a lot of basketball. We're around each other for a lot of time. So making sure that you take those opportunities to fill your cup.
Do you have any other hobbies? I know you said talking to family and friends and stuff, but I think Ryan is into photography a lot. Have you kind of taken that on at all?
I gotta. He's a little bit ahead of me in that area. I gotta tap in with the photography because that's something that like D Lee does it, and I think it's really cool. So I think especially this offseason, I'm gonna get into that. So
one of the first things that Devin had played against the Spurs last year, he was talking about them being around. He was like, we just haven't seen anything like this. When you watching film, are you saying the same thing? I haven't seen anything like this.
Yeah, I mean, we've never seen someone that size doing what he does. He's a really elite competitor, plays hard, tries to block everything. So he's a great player. We have great players too, and we're going to go out there and try to compete.
I'm curious how you even approach the game knowing that you could be open, he could be from somewhere else and go get it.
Yeah, I think Important thing is to not let that impact the way you play, the way you think on the court. Obviously, you got to be smart. You can't just take soft shots and get them blocked up the glass. But I think it's important to stay aggressive, to stay attacking the basket, and not be afraid of that. But being aware of how elite he is at the rim. So.
Thanks, Jose.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Yes.
sir.